Welcome back. Today we're going to apply layer mask. Layer mask allow us to make a portion or a part of a layer transparent. And also we can reveal a part of a layer that's transparent with this layer mask. All right. So first thing we're going to do, make sure you have the layer selected you're going to apply the mask to. Next step, if you look at the bottom of your layers list, you have your layer mask button. All right, it looks like a white rectangle with the middle hole, with a hole cut out in the middle. All right, so we're gonna press that button. All right, what should happen is on your layers list, on that layer, where you have the thumbnail preview, you're going to get another box that is just all white. This is representing where your mask is. Once you have that on there, make sure that is selected. You should see white lines around the corners, just the corners, so we can apply the layer mask to it. So we want to make sure that's selected so we can apply the layer mask to it. The next step, all right, we want to make sure that our foreground color is black. Black is going to make the pixels transparent. White is going to reveal the pixels that you have in the layer mask. So your foreground, your background color is the bottom of the toolbar here. The one kind of to the left and up is going to be your foreground color. The one that looks like it's behind it, like down to the right, is going to be your background color. All right, so we have black as our foreground color, so what we want, so we can make it transparent. Next step is we're going to grab the brush tool. Before we start using the brush tool, we have a couple options in our options bar here. If you look under image layer, you should have a drop down menu, all right, where we can choose a specific brush or whatever. But here, what we're going to do here is look at the size and the hardness. Size is, of course, how big the brush is going to be. All right, you can kind of see my circle here is it's at 133 pixels. If you have a lot of area, say like to the bottom right hand corner, you might want to make the size bigger so there's less painting you have to do. If you're trying to get in between the antlers of this deer that I have my layer that I'm putting this layer mask on, you're going to want to decrease the size quite a bit because I'm going to end up making the antlers and the ears become transparent. All right, and the other option here is our hardness. The hardness is how close to the edge are we going to get with the brush. The harder you have that percentage, the closer to the edge it's going to be. The lower it is, the closer to the center it will be, so it won't go out as close to the edge if you have a smaller number. So where again, going back to the bottom right hand corner here, all right, I don't have much here, so I may want to really increase my hardness so I can go ahead and knock that out. But again, as I get around the deer, if that's what I'm keeping or that's what I want to not be transparent, I want to decrease the hardness so I can maybe get a little bit closer to the edge without making it transparent, or if I had a different thing with the brush, getting the brush on it. All right, so these can be adjusted as you're making your layer mask. All right, once you have it set, you're going to go ahead and just paint on this layer. To paint, you're going to left click and hold down, and you are just going to move the mouse back and forth. All right, and as I do it around this edge, you should start being able to see the layer behind it. All right, I'm just going to knock out a little bit here, and then so I may want to make it smaller so I can get even closer to the edge here. And then you're seeing now this tiger bird behind us. All right, so let's say, so the black makes it transparent. If I switch my foreground and my background, the white will reveal the pixels or make the pixels show back up. All right, and as I left click and hold down and paint back, you'll see that I'm now covering up this left side of my picture, or not covering it up, making those pixels that I put the mask on be revealed. And that's Layer Mask. We'll see you next time.